Thank you very much, Quick Save, for that incredible and very thematic set. I love the treatment you've done to the Quick Cave, and wow, what a cameo from Tony Hawk himself. That must have cost a lot of money on Cameo. Well, we've had a lot of wonderful musical artists joining us for the interviews here on the Warp Stage today, but now I am joined by none other than James Heazlewood Dale, who is very involved here at VGM CON, taking care of the panels as well as helping out with the Game Music Remix Awards. How you doing, James?
Hi, Josh. It's great to be here. I'm so excited. I missed last year, and it's great to be on site this year, and it's great to chat with you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I mean, maybe getting into some of the foundational stuff. You've been on the board at Gamers Rhapsody for a while now, haven't you?
Yeah, I'm actually the newest board member, although I've been here for 4 years at this point. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I joined, actually, I guess it might have been 3 years because it was VGM CON line. I'm located in Boston, and I Googled video game music conference / convention, and VGM CON was the first thing to pop up, and I was like, I want to go to that. So I flew over and started working with the board, just as a volunteer, actually, and then they were really appreciative of me flying down, or across, I guess. I'm Australian, so my American geography is not great, but flew over here, and they were really appreciative of what I did, and they asked, look, would you want to be more involved, and would you like to join the board? And so I did. I was like, yeah, absolutely. The board is great. Such great people to work with. So I was sold the minute I got here and met Sarah, who's lovely. She's head of volunteers, and Tom's great, and Vaughn was there. Austin was not there, so I hadn't met Austin at the time. But yeah, so I've enjoyed being a board member, and it's great. It's great.
Nice. And, you know, obviously being a board member, you're in charge of more of the ethical runnings of the operation and stuff like that. But also here at the convention itself, you have much more of a hands-on role.
Yeah, all board members are really expected to be hands-on as much as possible. And it's interesting, this year's actually going really well. I remember the first year we came out of the online setting, I think every board member was just trying to put out fires in all the different departments. But this year it's gone well. So I think we've learned a little bit about how to address certain issues. And Ken, another wonderful board member, had a really great phrase, which is stick to your lane. And I think we're trying that a little more. And as a result, if there's an issue with panels, for example, like that's on me. So I'll focus on that. As opposed to a few years ago, where it's like, let's all try to, fix this issue. So it's, it is very hands-on. You're absolutely right. But it's great.
Whoa. Is that a tag in?
Whoa, tag in!
Whoa, we got a tag team.
Moo Man from There Is No Easy Mode. Hey, speaking of VGM CON nostalgic memories, this is the 10th year that VGM CON is happening.
It is.
So I want to get from you some of your favorite moments from VGM CON past, present, and future. Not future.
Oh my
but yes,
gosh.
what are some highlights for you personally?
Yeah, sure. I'll just take the opportunity to plug Tom, our director, and his panel, which is tomorrow, I think around 1 p.m. He's giving an hour-long panel on the history of VGM CON.
Which sadly our viewers on Twitch will not be able to see.
Oh no, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
But if you're at the con, come check it out.
Like
if you're not there, we'll give you the Coles Notes version later.
Yeah, my bad. I'm so sorry about that. So I think for me a highlight has been working with the GMRA and just actually adopting that program and seeing it expand. So I guess for me, each year, that's always a highlight. That's usually my main role as a board member, is coordinate that. So I think the first year, that really had a special, that has a special place in my heart, just seeing how many people submitted, the quality of the submissions, and obviously each year, again, as I said, it keeps growing and keeps getting better and better. But that first year was really a special one for me, just seeing how many people wanted to get involved with that program.
That is something that people on our Twitch
yes,
can
exactly,
see. That
right.
is happening tomorrow, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Tomorrow at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Now, award
Yeah.
ceremonies are fraught with slip-ups and snubs and Will Smith slapping people.
my gosh.
What is
Yeah.
what is a controversy you would like to see at an upcoming award show of yours?
Oh my gosh, a controversy?
Like, we want a
I
trend.
don't want any
we want a
slapping.
trend.
I don't
no,
want
we
any-
don't slap. We don't want to slap. But maybe like somebody mispronouncing Adele Dazeem's name or something of
Oh my
that
gosh.
sort.
Well, I think we've had our own mess ups. It's interesting. There are a lot of people involved, but it's really me and Pete Gillette that put and I was about to say we put the video together. I actually should backtrack a little bit. It is actually Pete Gillette who puts everything together, and it's really on my watch to make sure things are in the right place. And because we get so many entries, there have definitely been moments where someone puts an entry and we get the wrong title, and it feels awful. It feels awful. So I kind of want to avoid that. So no controversies.
Knock
but
on wood,
Yeah. Is that even wood?
Uh,
I didn't think that's wood, but
knock on banana. There we go.
knock on
Yeah.
banana.
There we
But yeah, not too many. But we've had a few miss-ups now and then. So, but we're confident this year we've got a new system in place, and hopefully no controversies. But yeah, it's such a great project to be part of.
So pivoting a little bit to your work on panels,
Yeah.
what, in your opinion, makes for a really good panel?
Ooh.
In pitch or execution, for all those out there who want to put together a panel of their own someday,
Sure,
they dream
sure.
big.
Yeah.
What advice will you give future panelists?
Yeah, you know what? Actually, I can say something else here now that I'm speaking to an online audience. I know this year we haven't had many hybrid panels. In fact, I don't think we have any. What we said is if the panelist wants to stream on their Twitch, they can, but it's up to them. We're not really getting involved. Austin and I have agreed to sort of split things a little bit. So he's running the performances and I'm going to be taking over the panels full time. And so what I really want to have is more online panels and hybrid panels. So if you are interested, please submit an application next year. But what I'd say makes a great panel, I just saw a great one with Jamin, who was talking about arrangements. And what I liked about his panel is that he really gave us content that someone who had never played music, I think, could really follow along to more advanced techniques. And he's such a funny person. He's a great speaker. I mean, he starts off by talking about his job as a teacher. You can just tell. So I think for me, one thing is being as outgoing as you can as a speaker, because you're really, you're in the spotlight for 55 minutes. But I think with Jamin's talk, really trying to cater to a wide audience if possible. Really, if someone's here for the first time, they've never played music, but they love video game music and they want to get involved, right? Speak to that audience member, and then as you progress, try to speak to people who have done it a lot more. So, being conscious of audience, I think, is
I
perhaps
like
a
the
summary.
inclusivity. for
Yeah,
sure.
absolutely.
Yeah, it's what I love about VGM Con is that it's a very open space. It's very inviting, and I feel like every year it gets bigger and bigger. We get more folks invited in, and more folks just really being like, oh, this is something I'd like to explore more of.
Yeah.
It's a gateway con.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There was a great moment in the opening ceremony. Ken, one of the board members, asked the audience, how many people, raise your hands if this is the first time first time you're attending VGM Con. And most of the room raised their hands. And I think that's one incredible part of being a board member, is watching the program, the con grow, and just seeing, we've got more people. Great, this is awesome. We just keep getting bigger and bigger. And I know as a board we've talked about, we don't really want to ever get to that sort of MagFest level of size. So I really feel these past few years has been a really good number of attendees matched with the number of performers and panels and things. And even still, you can't see everything, of course, because we've got 5 different things.
I'm running
on.
between
you guys
different
must be
bands, and then back here, and
Yeah.
then just all over the place. But it's part of it might be that Midwest hospitality. That's so like that's why you don't want to get as big as MagFest. It's otherwise it wouldn't feel as homey.
Sure. Yeah. Well, I like that. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, admittedly, I'm not going to comment on that because I actually haven't been to MagFest.
Honestly, me neither.
I'm usually in Australia when MagFest happens because that's our summer.
Yeah.
Of course, seasons have flipped. So anyway, I haven't been. But anyway,
I think the toilets flow the other way.
Oh,
from
yeah.
Simpsons knowledge.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
well,
it.
we're Canadian, so at least we have like the Commonwealth connection.
Are you really?
Yes. We
Which
drove
part of
all the way down
Canada?
here from Winnipeg.
Oh, fantastic. Okay. Wow.
Look at us, just a couple of Commonwealth folks
Commonwealth folks.
on Yankee territory.
They let us in.
They let us in somehow.
in.
It was a bit touch and go at the border, but we got here. They took out our business cards being like, what is bonus stage?
Wow. What did they say when they looked at these bananas?
They honestly, they didn't. They did have a comment.
Okay.
After they asked us about our business cards and we said we're not coming to steal American jobs. It's okay.
Okay.
They told us okay, you can come back and get your luggage back in the car. I couldn't figure out how to put all your inflatable bananas back in your bag. They didn't question it. They just said it was too tough to put back in, so you'll have to put in your
God.
incredible amount of inflatable bananas yourself. And so it's worth it. It was worth it to bring it just for this.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, that's fantastic.
On the banana and theming knowledge, though, or theming note, this is the tropical resort theme this year, a theme that I think a lot of people are getting into, us included. A lot of acts really going for those tropical numbers. Do you have a favorite feel-good summertime VGM jam?
Yeah, it might be a little cliche, but Delfino Plaza is...
We got two counts of Delfino Plaza.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I love Sunshine. I know it received a lot of criticism, but I think that's probably one of my favorite Super Mario games.
You even love the pachinko level?
The pachinko? Which one's that?
The one where you're in a giant, like, almost pinball-esque machine. And you have to land on
gosh. Okay. Yeah, I sort of remember that.
Okay.
I mean, I think the area, again, that sticks out is Delfino Plaza.
That's
so
true.
I think that music. I remember just... wanting to walk around because I love the music so much. Like I didn't want to go into the other levels. This is a great area.
You know what I think? Why I think a lot of people associate that with the summertime? Because it feels like, well, it is Mario on vacation.
Yeah.
It just feels like you're on a vacation even though you're playing a video game.
No,
you're like, wow, all this video game work is so hard. I need to do a video game vacation.
Yeah,
right.
That's great. Yeah.
I believe we're ready to wrap things up. Of course,
Sounds great.
we will ask you to sign our banana before you go. So please,
Happy to.
please sign that banana.
All right.
Folks
Good,
out
I'm
there
honored.
in Twitch City, we are still playing our Sinking Ships minigame. For every $5 donated to the P Fund Foundation, you get to choose a coordinate on the sinking ship map, and if it is a hit, we go kaboom. If it is a miss, it is a sploosh. Only one kaboom so far on C3. So when you leave a comment on your donation, be sure to tell us the coordinate that you want. Yeah, get a good look. Get a good look at the coordinates not selected yet. Our goal is to get all the ships sunk. I'm going to say it right now. We had a good opening, but we still have quite a lot of spots. So if we sink all the ships, I will eat a handful of spicy beans. Not just one. I'm going for a handful. So we got some incentive now. If you want to see Moo Man suffer on camera, this is your chance. You have until the end of the weekend. I'm being tagged in from Josh. Take it away, Josh.
Awesome. Yes, please donate to Moo Man's suffering. That would mean a lot. Of course, to P Fund, providing resources to people in the LGBTQ community. I also just wanted to tag Moo Man out and say that we've got the last Seahorse coming up next. We'll be signing off at this point, and letting Seahorse kind of take over the reins and wish you all a good end of night here. But we will be picking things back up at 11 a.m. tomorrow. I believe so. With Quiplash. Oh my gosh, yes, we're starting with Quiplash. No, don't we have something else on before that?
It's early.
Yeah, it's early enough. But yeah, if you want the schedule, just go check out Bonus Stage's social media. We've got it up on there. And yeah, we look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Thanks again, James, for joining us for this wonderful interview and giving us a little bit of sight behind the green curtain there. Yeah, hope you enjoy the rest of your VGM Con. And yeah, we'll see you guys in a little while.
Thanks for having me.
All right.
Awesome.
Okay, take care. Enjoy The Last Seahorse.